Fellow knitters. Today, we embark on a journey from the simple ball of yarn to the satisfaction of a beautifully finished knitted piece. This comprehensive guide will walk you through every critical step of the knitting process, ensuring a rewarding experience. First, let's gather our essential supplies. You'll need yarn, the heart of your project. Choose a weight and fiber that suits your intended creation. Next, knitting needles. Select a size appropriate for your yarn. A pair of sharp scissors is crucial for snipping yarn, and a tapestry needle is essential for weaving in those pesky ends. Consider also a stitch marker or two, especially for complex patterns. Now, let's learn how to cast on. This initial step is how we get our stitches onto the needles, forming the foundation of your work. There are various cast-on methods, each with its own merits. But the long-tail cast-on is a widely used and accessible technique for beginners. To perform the long-tail cast-on, start by creating a slip knot, which you'll place on one of your needles. Then, with the yarn held in your hands, cast on the desired number of stitches, ensuring they are evenly spaced along the needle. This even spacing is key for a neat beginning. Next, the knit stitch. This is the fundamental building block of many knitting projects. Hold the needle with the stitches in your left hand. Insert the right needle into the first stitch from front to back. Then, wrap the yarn around the right needle, from back to front. Now, pull the yarn through the stitch on the left needle, creating a new stitch on your right needle. Finally, slip the old stitch off the left needle. Repeat this process for every stitch on the left needle, and you'll soon see a row of knitted fabric forming. Following the knit stitch, we have its counterpart, the purl stitch. This stitch creates a slightly different texture, and allows you to create more complex patterns. Hold the needle with the stitches in your left hand. This time, insert the right needle into the first stitch from back to front. Wrap the yarn around the right needle, again from back to front. Pull the yarn through the stitch on the left needle. Then, slip the old stitch off the left needle. Remember, consistency is key. Make sure the yarn is always wrapped in the same direction, and maintain an even tension. Now, let's explore binding off. Once your project has reached the desired length, binding off secures your stitches and prevents your knitting from unraveling. To bind off, knit 2 stitches. Then, use the left needle to pass the first stitch on the right needle over the second stitch, effectively binding it off. Knit another stitch, and then pass the previous stitch over it. Repeat this process until only one stitch remains on your right needle. Cut the yarn, leaving a tail long enough to weave in, and pull the yarn through the last stitch to secure.